What up, hotheads? I'm Henry, and this is Blaze the Roof. This week, we're reviewing a sauce named High River Sauces Tears of the Sun Private Reserve. The Private Reserve is a special distinction because there is another Tears of the Sun, which is a little bit milder than this one. The company that makes this sauce is named High River. They started in 2011. They were formed by Steve Seabury, who was tasked with creating a hot sauce for the Metal Alliance tour, which kicked off in Dallas, Texas. His first ever bottle, even though he's from New York, was sold in Dallas, Texas. And that lineup had such bands as Helmet and Crowbar. The city that High River is out of is Kings Park, New York. Kings Park is actually a hamlet of Long Island. Famous people from Kings Park, New York include Greg Biggio, who is a Hall of Famer. And he was a career-long Astro, and this was prior to the cheating days. They've redeemed themselves since then, right? He's the only player to ever be an all-star as a catcher and a second baseman. Other famous people include John Petrucci and John Myung from Dream Theater. John Myung is actually the reason why I play a six-string bass. Now let's look at the packaging. Tears of the Sun. First of all, of course, it would have the sun on there. The sun has its eyes closed. I do not want to assume any gender here. The lettering, Tears of the Sun, has like sun rays, sunbeams shooting out from the center, so giving it some perspective. Of course, you have bright colors, which are, it's got a lot of red, orange, and yellows. You typically see this with Caribbean-style sauces. All right, so it has a description here. It says, face the heat. Jay's Peach Ghost Scorpion Pepper. That's right, you heard it here first. Has turned Tears of the Sun into a scorching addition of one of your favorite hot sauces. The Private Reserve has the same delicious blend of tropical fruits of the original, but with a scorching burn. Caution, excessive exposure may cause Tears of the Sun burn. It's clever, actually. I always love a good turn of phrase. Let's look at the ingredients. As I mentioned, so it has Peach Ghost Scorpion Pepper mash. Any pepper that's peach is just peach in color. Not necessarily means that it tastes like a peach, although they do tend to have a little bit of a sweeter flavor, but they still burn like hell, right? Apple cider vinegar, mangoes, papaya puree, orange habanero pepper mash, peaches, pineapple, water, light brown sugar, lime juice, ginger puree, salt, garlic, and crushed red pepper. So the ingredient that I actually want to talk about is papaya. Papaya is also native to Mexico, but it also grows in Florida and the Caribbean. Papaya is technically a berry. It actually has seeds in it. Papain, an extract of papaya, is a great meat tenderizer, and it's used to make chewing gum. The black seeds in the papaya fruit are actually peppery. They taste like black pepper and are sometimes used as a substitute for black pepper. All parts of the papaya tree, fruit included, all contain latex. Yes, there's even latex in a lot of your fruits. It's natural, don't worry about it, unless you're ever allergic to it. But basically, a small papaya can provide up to 300% of your recommended daily allowance of vitamin C. Very good way to avoid scurvy. So before we get any further, let's hear from this week's sponsor. Nervous about upcoming tests, such as the SAT or ACT? You'll have the courage to face it with Testies, the breakfast cereal that has Adderall as an ingredient. You'll have the focus of a horny teenager looking at nudes. When it's time to nut up or shut up, eat the breakfast cereal chock full of nuts and berries. It's time to ball out with Testies. If you don't have Testies, you'll never have the fortitude. Now for the moment of truth. Smell a lot of vinegar. Smells like pepper. I wish I smelled a little bit more of the fruit or sugar or anything else, but this does clock in at 69,000. So it should be a middleweight. You can see here, yeah, it's like a reddish, orangish brown. All right, I'm just gonna be looking for any hints of any fruit. Let me see if I could taste the papaya or peach, something to that effect, as well as the fruit of the pepper. Very well, here we go. Cheers. As expected, a nice slow burn. And it's slowly building. It's a good burn for a middleweight. Oh man, it's actually still increasing. Woo! Yeah, it's a good burn. Very flavorful sauce though. While it is fruit forward, it's still more of the the pepper that you taste, complemented by, I guess it's just all the combination of the Caribbean fruits. Because there's not like a ton of pineapple coming through. So the pineapple might be mellowed out by the peach or the mango. You just taste fruit, a little bit of sweetness. It's not too sweet of a sauce, so this is something that you could use for aside from dessert, right? It's not savory because even though it has garlic, it's still just a little bit of it. I suppose if you want to use this for dessert, you could, but this would be better suited to items like pork, jerk chicken, jerk pork, anything Caribbean. That's a good go-to sauce. Yeah, decent burn. It's definitely middleweight. As far as, again, the foods go, anything pork or chicken would be good as far as, like, baked. I don't know about anything with, I don't know if anything breaded would be good or on top of fried chicken, but who knows, you know? It's not savory enough to stand up to, like, heavy meat dishes. For you, vegetarians or vegans, this is 100% vegan. You could go nuts with this as well. I think this would go real well with most vegetarian dishes. I don't see anything that it would really clash with. Again, slight sweetness. You taste a lot of the pepper in this, and that's why it does have a good kick. And it's on the upper end of middleweight. It's almost a heavyweight. Well done. I love their Chiba Gold sauce. This one's definitely hotter than the Chiba Gold, so it does have a good kick to it. I know High River has a very good reputation, and yeah, this was another sauce that represents them well. When it comes to Caribbean sauces, I might still favor the Scotch Bonnet, but this one might have me considering. It might make my regular rotation. Next week, I'll be reviewing a sauce named the General's Hot Sauce Danger Close. The bottle is even shaped like a grenade. That's part of the reason why I had my friend get it for me. I don't even know if the sauce is good, but we'll check it out. Until then, I'm Henry, and remember, spice up your life. Take care.